Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. This is going to be a very interesting episode for me, and I'm going to have a lot of fun producing this video. It's going to piss a lot of people off. I really don't care. So I have a lot that I want to say in this particular segment here. Now, in my opinion, this is one of the most interesting times in the Lakers' history, in my personal opinion. As we currently speak, the Lakers are actually having an internal war between the players, and there's an internal war between the players and obviously an organization, and also between the Laker fan base. That's what I really believe is happening right now. As y'all know, Kobe Bryant is my favorite player. I never hid this. He's my favorite player of all time. And as all of you know, with me being a Kobe Bryant fan, I've supported the Lakers I supported the Lakers for about 15 plus years. 15 plus years. I supported them for a very long time. I started watching basketball when I went into high school, really, so I wasn't so old. But I supported that team for a very long time. And I saw all of the ups and downs that the organization went through during the Kobe years. I remember the Kobe and Shaq years and, of course, the Kobe years. But the one thing I did know about Kobe Bryant, and if you ever listen to him talk, the one thing I knew about him was this. Kobe Bryant took being a Laker very, very, very seriously. He wore that jersey with pride. Kind of similarly to the way Kevin Garnett felt when the moment he became a Boston Celtic. Kevin Garnett had a certain level of pride and ownership when he wore that Celtics jersey. I mean, it really meant something to him to don that jersey. Because at the time, they were the most successful NBA franchise in terms of championships. They had 16 championship banners by the time he got there. And at the time, I think when they won that championship with Paul Pierce and Ray Allen and Rajon Rondo, he helped them deliver. And he knew how much of a big deal it was. Kobe was that same way with the Lakers. He was a real Laker. Like, Kobe Bryant grew up, and his favorite basketball player was Magic Johnson. He said it. He said that his favorite basketball player was Magic Johnson, but the person that he learned the most from, as far from a basketball standpoint, is Michael Jordan. But he said that, right? Kobe Bryant really bled purple and gold, and he helped deliver that organization 5 NBA championships. 3 with Shaq, as we all know, and 2 with Pau Gasol, right? Kobe Bryant won 2 NBA championships with Pau Gasol, who probably will go into the Hall of Fame, definitely not a top 75 player, and he beat 4 Hall of Famers or 3 Hall of Famers, and nobody talks about that. Interesting how some people like to frame stories to fit whatever narrative that they're trying to put out there. And I think the fact that Kobe Bryant took being a Laker so seriously, I think is the reason why Laker fans, of all of the fan bases that out there, when Kobe Bryant passed, I think Laker fans were hit the hardest. LA Laker fans were the ones that were hit the hardest, because they knew Kobe Bryant was a die-hard Laker. He really bled purple and gold. And for someone that followed that organization, talking about me now, for 10 plus years, I could tell you that this guy was totally committed to the Lakers. Then you bring in LeBron. When LeBron got to LA, I said it, that, wait a minute, a lot of you guys are twerking it up a little bit too quick. I was so disappointed in the Lakers fan base, not all of them, because I said there's segments. They're those that have been Laker fans for decades, some that are Kobe fans, whatever. I was so disappointed in the fan base that they would just act like as if those 5 championships that Kobe Bryant helped deliver to that organization never existed. There were some Laker fans literally typing in the comment section talking about, well, what have you done for me lately? That's what some of them were saying. I was so disappointed at how some Laker fans were behaving. And to me, I said to myself, if this is what it's about, if this is what it means to be a Laker fan, where it's whoever the latest guy that's done something for me, that's the guy I'm gonna be twerking it up for. And the guy that did all of that for me, in this case of Kobe, who delivered 5 championships, we're just gonna act like it didn't happen. Then I don't need to be a part of the fan base. Because Kobe Bryant put the city of LA on his back. And I was stunned to hear some people now talking about, oh, the new king of LA. And we did some videos in the past, and I was saying, hold up, what is going on? This is how y'all gonna treat Kobe? A person that scoffed at the idea of even trying to recruit other NBA players to come play with the Lakers because he thought, if I needed to recruit you to come and play for the Lakers, that means you don't have a clue of the place that you're going to. You remember at one point when they had Dwight Howard for that year, the Lakers were trying to recruit him to come for a second year, to re-sign with them. And I think that was at the time when Jeannie Buss's brother, I don't remember her brother. He was the one really running, I think, basketball operations. And I think they were trying to get Dwight Howard. I think they even put up a billboard saying, please stay. And I think they tried to get Kobe to recruit him. And Kobe was like, this is beneath me. Why do I need to recruit this guy to come play with the Lakers? What am I recruiting him on? And Kobe Bryant seemed to be offended at the notion that he needed to recruit somebody and explain to somebody what the Lakers were all about. He took the organization he took it so seriously that he was like, listen, if you guys are not going to do what it takes to win a championship, I'm gone. Because I thought we were all about winning. A person that doesn't care will say, you know what, man, I'm out of here. I don't care, man. Y'all do whatever y'all want. I'm out of here. If you guys are not serious about winning, I'll just leave. Y'all remember when Kobe almost left and almost went to go become a Chicago Bull. And then the late and great, Jerry Buss, the former owner of the Lakers, was able to talk him off the ledge. And in that season, they were able to make a trade to acquire Andrew Bynum started playing well, and then they were able to make it that trade, I think, mid-season or whatever it was, to acquire Pau Gasol. And that very year, they went to the NBA Finals. They lost to the Boston Celtics, but they still went there. And then he stayed, and then they ended up going to 2 other straight NBA Finals and winning the next 2 championships, beating Orlando Magic and beating the Boston Celtics. That guy is the guy that some people just said, oh, well, whatever. Not all Laker fans, but some. And I think now what is happening is, with the latest comments that LeBron just made talking about he would be possibly open to the idea of returning to Cleveland, if that is not a slap in the face, I don't know what is to you guys. You're under contract for the rest of the season and next year. You're talking about, okay, well, I'll be open to go play in another other organization. I hope some of you guys are beginning to wake up and smell the coffee. I told you guys this. So essentially, you're telling me you're going to create a mess, leave, and go somewhere else and let these guys figure it out. People are angry at Rob Pelinka because he didn't want to give up that pick. What do they have left? You give up the pick, what do they have left? They're not going to win this season. Even if he did give up that pick and they're not going to win the championship this season. So they've completely mortgaged their entire future for nothing. They have one bubblicious ring that they got. And now what? And this guy will leave if he has the opportunity to. And now I think some Laker fans are beginning to wake up. I told you guys this already. Some people think I'm hating. I'm calling it like it is. If I'm hating, please show me somebody else is saying what I'm saying. Who's the other person saying this? No, there's no one. There's no one. So to me, I think that, listen, I think the situation that's happening with LeBron and the Lakers, I think it will cause some Laker fans to have a greater appreciation for what Kobe Bryant stood for as a Laker. I think people in LA, I've only been to LA once, I think they'll begin to realize like, oh, wait a minute. Kobe was our guy. Kobe really bled purple and gold. And I think it's going to cause some of those Laker fans and those people in LA to have a deeper appreciation for him. Because Kobe was the real last Laker y'all really had. He was the real last one, in my personal opinion. And those are my thoughts and opinions. And I think some of you guys need to start waking up. So whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, it's your Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode.